On this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS, we are celebrating the return of Rudeboy Kyle. That's right. It has been like 20 episodes since he's been here, but he's back, and that's great. We're going to get all caught up with him. Also, we're going to do a little celebrating. The local geek has some Christmas presents for us. What could they be? We'll find out. And we're going to talk about a lot about booze, surprisingly. And hey, Chicago's got a new crazy thing that they're doing that's another like abomination to all humanity. But it's all right. You don't need to panic. You're in a good place. Welcome to the show.
It's Howard Blues and the Mark Kidder. Pour a cold beverage, pull up a seat, enjoy time with friends.
Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks. Okay? Come on.
Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast that is very closely going to hit that episode 200. And in that case, I don't know if my liver can take it. I am your host, the living embodiment of Charlie Brown, Howard Blues, here, as always, with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder! Guten Tag. How you doing tonight?
Hello, Sir Howard. How's it doing?
Glad that Scorpion.
Also, have to say that
fantastic.
This is going to be a good night, yeah. You also have to drink first to have your liver question your choices. So, I mean, there's that. Although you have been on cough medicine quite a bit, so I think that may damage a lot more. That's a lot of damage compared to all of the alcohol. So, I mean, maybe you should do something, like a palate cleanser from all the sickness. A shot of whiskey.
If I had whiskey in the house, I probably would. I actually, on my way...
Huh?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, if you're going to deliver...
You should have told me earlier. I would have brought some.
That's all right. We'll fix it in post. On my way down here, I was actually talking to my wife, and she's got this cold so far worse than I have. This is like day one, so I expect it to get worse. She's like, you could preemptively take some cough medicine. I'm like, no, it's the show tonight. I want to drink, damn it. So I am foregoing cough medicine so that I can drink tonight.
The show must go on.
Is this
cough medicine?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're listen, I'm the king of bad ideas. So this is either going to work out or be a terrible idea, and we know what my track record is. And with that, Kidder, people are probably seeing them already jumping into this conversation. So we should probably introduce.
They invaded this podcast like a country invading another country. Back in the 40s and the 30s and the 20s and the teens.
Way to take and swing that joke from politics to history. And with that, making his return to the show. It's been a long time since he's been with us.
Lederhosen.
Yeah.
Lederhosen?
Anyways.
Anyway, there goes that great build up to say, Rudeboy Kyle's back with us. Kyle, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay. It's been too long, and it's awesome to be back and enjoy a few drinks and shoot the breeze.
Definitely got stuff to catch up on, which is good, because that means then that there's plenty of topics for us to talk about on this show. So that'll be good. And also joining us, somebody who's actually been doing what his hobby says. It is the Triple B Brewmaster. The local geek is here, fresh off making a new brew.
You know it. It's going to be a good one, I hope. Yeah, it's good to be back. Good to hang out with you guys. Good to see Kyle again. And back on the subject of cold remedies, I had a roommate just out of college, and he walked in the house after work one day, and he's carrying a 175 of whiskey and a gallon of orange juice. He goes, I'm going to kill this one way or the other.
It's the way to do it right there.
Yeah. My father-in-law
vitamin C in the orange juice.
Yeah. My father-in-law doesn't tend to drink except for when he has a cold, and then he likes what I forget what it is. It's like blackberry whiskey or blackberry schnapps. Yeah, something along that.
That's what my grandma has when she's sick, is blackberry brandy.
Yeah, I tried that once. I was like, okay, I'll buy a bottle because that sounds more fun than Alka-Seltzer. Not only did that not work, I also, because I was kind of poor at the time, bought the cheapest bottle of brandy I could get. So then I was stuck with it.
Well, that's why you gotta go quality. Do you want to get rid of this thing, or do you want to invite it over for drinks? You know what I'm saying?
You want a headache and a cold?
Yeah.
I think I left it at his house when we moved. Anyway, all this talk of drinking, though,
And you've
reminds
been
me
drinking already.
well, yes, cold vocal lubrication, much needed. But anyway, as I try to make this transition about the fact that we've been drinking, we're talking about drinking, let's get to everybody's favorite segment of the show. That is What's on Tap. And Kyle, you've been gone the longest, so what are you having tonight, good sir?
He's not here to talk about his transition. He's here to drink some beer.
Well, I picked up a Scottish style ale called Robert the Bruce from Three Floyds Brewing Company. 6-pack of bottles. Has old Robert on the label there, stylized and fancy artwork. The camera can focus on it. Let's see. So it, let me see if I can catch the label here. Enjoy the smooth, elegant experience of finely roasted malts in this robust ale. Just the right measure. Hops, a gentle malt finish. This ale will bring a smile to all malt lovers' lips. So yeah. Yeah, it goes down pretty easy. I'd say for being a Scottish ale, it's not on the heavy side, but it emphasizes the ale and the hops. So I'll give it a 4. Good for the cold weather months.
Yeah, I love a good Scottish ale.
Yeah.
Nice. Local Geek, I think you should go next one, because I think this is one of your creations that we are having. So I'll let you introduce it.
Sure. Which one do you want to start with?
I don't know. Which one's better to start with?
Let's start with the regular one.
Okay, you're going to have to remind me which one is in which bottle.
Now you're going to put me to the test. I'm pretty sure that one's the one that's in the wine bottle. I think I put an M on the label.
Well, this one just says mead.
Okay,
So-
yep, that's the one. I couldn't remember if I put an M or if I wrote on it. No, the other one.
This one. Yeah.
So yeah, this is the mead that I made a while back. It's been aging, I want to say about 6 months. So smells really good. I've had it one of the bottles already, so I do know that it is good. The other one is anise flavored. So this one's just honey, yeast, and water. That's all that's in this one. I think it came in around like 14%. I'd have to double check my journal, but it's buried right now. So
Did I hear that right? Did he say 14%?
That's what I heard. Gonna be a good one, Tater. Right.
It's going to be
Cheers
something.
to Howard's health. May he finally get not sick.
To your health.
Cheers.
that is good. It's mellowed out quite a bit since the last one I had. The last one I had still had a pretty strong alcohol bite to it.
It's very simple. Like,
Yep.
crisp alcohol. and a little flavor. Like, this is...
Yep. If I do this one just plain meat again, I think I'm going to back sweeten it a little bit more with more honey, because it still has a little bit of a bitterness to it that I'd rather balance with some sweetness.
Oh, yes, beaten. It's
That's
like a
interesting.
wine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. It's essentially it is a wine as far as how it would be classified.
Yeah. It's not bad. I don't know that it's my favorite thing that you've made, but I'm also
said it sucks.
well, I'm not really a wine person, you know.
Said
So
it really sucks. Howard.
Yeah, I'm not a big wine person either. I tend to go for sweeter ones when I do have wine, so that's why I said I'd probably back sweeten it a little bit more the next time I do it.
yeah. Yeah.
I can see that using that little bit of extra sweetness on there
Mhm.
as a balance, but it is good. Like I said, it's crisp.
Yeah, like I said, after it aged out a little bit, that alcohol bite that it had when I first made it, that was harsh.
How long has this been aged for now?
About 6 months.
Nice.
I think I made it back in like May, June.
I also think I might be drinking this wrong. Because it's a wine, I probably should be sipping it, but I'm more like taking big shots of it.
Hey, you're sick. It's fine.
Yeah, you know.
I did also make a maple one in August, Kyle. I know that the other guys know about it. I have a friend that comes to visit every year from Vermont. And so he brought us a big gallon jug of Vermont maple syrup.
That's the good stuff.
So I was like,
Get all
bring me some of
antsy in
that
their pantsuit and they get
And-
that syrup in them.
and bring me some honey too. And I told him how much honey I wanted so I could make a batch of meat. I didn't tell him what I was doing, just told him to bring me that. So I was like, this is 100% Vermont product, other than the water, obviously. But
10 gallons of honey and we're set.
I think I only needed 3 pounds for that one.
Mhm.
3.5 pounds because I back sweetened it with most of a half a pound.
Well, I
So
failed to mention
that one I got
that,
the sweetness I want.
that my Robert the Bruce is 7.5% alcohol by volume and 32 IBUs. So
Nice.
Good stats. Good stats. Good stats.
I'm guessing we can't get that one around here, but I'd like to try it sometime. I'll have to keep an eye out for it when I travel.
Or let JS know, you know.
Yeah.
He's constantly on the road.
I wonder if I maybe wouldn't be able to pick it up in Sioux Falls if I have to go there for work sometime.
Something to look for.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, gents, I mean, we might as well talk to Kyle a little bit and find out what he's been up to, because it has been quite a while. I can't remember the last episode that you were on, Kyle, but it has definitely been quite a while.
it has been. Yeah, it's and the adventures of being a new dad, the Avalanche scoring.
I'm cheering for you being a new dad too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crotch fruit.
Working
Sex trophies.
working overtime at work, and
Y'all are winners.
yeah. 172.
Oh.
Keeping track. But
I just pulled up the
Uncle Geek is
spreadsheet.
on it.
there you go.
So about 20 episodes ago.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been extremely rewarding, awesome learning journey that it is never stops. So, but yeah, besides the obvious lack of sleep and sometimes feeling like you're just winging it as you're taking it day by day, getting thrown up on, peed on, pooped on, the whole list. It's been a labor of love, and I've loved every second of it. So
Yeah. It's amazing how once you have a kid, you just don't care about some of that stuff.
oh yeah.
You know? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
this happens. It's That's how it goes. But it's a fun journey. So I love being a dad. It's one of the best things.
It definitely makes a dent in the free time that you're used to having, but all things in life, it pendulum swings one way, and it's something that I have to slow down and enjoy it now, because he's not going to be this age forever.
It goes so fast.
It does.
So it's every day's a treat, no matter how low on sleep you are, or tired you are, or how crazy things seem here at home. But looking forward to our celebrating our first Christmas here. Having the family travel out here just for the first Christmas, and be a good time.
Nice.
Yeah. It'll go fast. I mean, you said he's already sitting up, so very soon you'll get into the whole walking, crawling.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That changes things, and then it just goes from there, and it's great. And kids will surprise you with the things they say, the things they do. It's it's we're working on potty training little miss, and she's got kind of two habits with it. She's doing really well with it, but one is if you like follow her in, like I've had times where we're like at the dinner table, her hands are covered in food, and she's like, I gotta pee. It's like, okay, let's go. And it's like, don't touch anything. So I have to help her get on the, on the potty and all of that, and get the potty seat on, get her going. I'm like, okay, good to go. And she'll just look at me and she'll scowl and she'll go, I want privacy. Can you leave? Yeah. Can. The other thing, and it's ridiculously, it's just, she likes to also turn out the light when you're trying to wipe her up afterwards. So, if you're you'll be like, don't honey, I kind of need to see here. She's just flipping the light on and off. So it's like a disco light show when you're trying to wipe her butt. It's always an adventure, always fun, and it goes incredibly fast. So enjoy all of the moments, because
we're just shy of 8 months now, so feels like yesterday. It was just here. So
right, my son's gonna be 5 on Tuesday, and it feels like it was just yesterday that he was born.
Yeah, it does it. It's a lot of fun, but it will tire you out. But it does get better. It will eventually get better, and the sleep will come.
Yes.
So
sleeping in, maybe not, but at least sleeping until the alarm.
Yeah. That is very much the case of it. So, well, it's good to have you back on the show, and
it's awesome to be here. Missed you guys.
Yeah, we've missed having you around too. It's there's kind of a group of 4 of us that are on almost every week, so it's nice to have somebody else and change it up a little bit.
Sure,
so, it'll be good, and a good episode for you to be on, because guys, I heard of a new trend that is pretty terrible, and so it's right up our alley to talk about. There is a new drink out there that is it goes by the name of the Chiclawgo Handshake. And what this is it basically consists of taking a shot of Malort and following it with a chaser of White Claw grapefruit.
Oh. Thomas Moriarty's has a drink called the Chiclawgo Handshake that's a shot of Malort and a can of Old Time.
Yeah. knowing how hard seltzers have gone on this show, and knowing that the local geek has a bottle of Malort, I kind of feel like there needs to be a bet made, and somebody's going to have to try this combo out.
I gave that bottle away.
Well, joke's on you. I still have the shot that we were going to give to Big D if he came through in my garage. So,
Big Bada Boom may still have some in the bottle. I don't know if he's drank it all or not.
So, yeah, we just need to figure out who amongst us is going to take the bullet and drink that one.
I vote Big D.
I'd have to get it to him in Germany. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to have to be somebody local, like the guy wearing lederhosen.
Oh boy,
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you know, I think it's time that you take one for the team, and that would be a great one.
This is crazy. What kind of things are you saying here?
Don't go all Scorpion.
I just have free travel wherever I go? What? This is some sort of invasion of my privacy.
So we need to. I was waiting for that South Park reference with my earlier story. I even paused for that joke to be made. So I shut up.
well, what do we have to bet on?
I don't know. We have to figure that out. You know, something that we could make the stakes have a chance and see. So we'll have to figure that out.
We're gonna have steaks.
Well, I mean,
I'm good with steak.
Yeah, medium rare,
Medium
for
rare,
me.
please. Just a hint of smoke. That's it. Just a hint.
I have not drank enough for this conversation.
Well,
Yeah, I'll
if
offer
it's,
you a
if it's
palate
going to
cleanser.
be whose favorite NHL team is lowest placed in the standings come the holidays, I'll be drinking.
I mean, we were fighting for the basement for a bit there.
Yeah,
No.
but you tend to like Malort, so
That's not
seems
bad.
like that seems like
I don't know if I'd
cheating.
want grapefruit and sneeze going down after it. I mean, I'll do it for science, but
I mean that is the big thing. I just want somebody to try it just so we know. But
yeah.
yeah.
I saw
Anyway.
a post the other day on Facebook. Somebody made deviled eggs, and they substituted the vinegar for Malort.
Mm.
Why would you ruin deviled eggs like that?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, that's one way to keep the eggs an appetizer instead of like a main course for some people. Absolutely scour half the plate.
Either that or you make up like a few that have the Malort and you put that out first.
Yeah.
And then after that plate's gone, you bring out like, anybody want more deviled eggs? And you know, most people be like, oh, and you're like, oh, all for me? Okay.
You guys are missing out.
You guys are missing out.
What happened to your palate?
I saw that one, I was just like, oof. And the thing is, like, I could probably ask my sister-in-law, and I could probably end up with a grapefruit White Claw without having to buy like a whole thing of White Claw. Because if I have to buy a whole thing of White Claw, kidder, you know I'm sharing.
I will drop it in the garbage.
Use it to clean the drains.
Yeah. Because, you know, I'm sure a toilet could use a good cleaning now. Just the effervescence will erode probably everything, including the porcelain.
Yeah. Anyway, I had to share. And
I think I remember seeing a video of like some clips of people doing that where they take the shot of Malort. Now that you jog my memory, and they didn't necessarily call it the Chiclawgo Handshake, but it does make sense now. Yeah, I don't know. I like grapefruit too. Like I'd almost want to start with the grapefruit and then do the Malort.
yeah, nobody on this show has ever really liked a seltzer. like they have ranked pretty low on our ratings. So we just got to find the right sucker to do it. That's the key.
Sucker.
So anyway.
Well, you can find two. Have one to do Malort first, and then have the other person do the grapefruit first.
That could be the case.
Double scam.
Yeah. Or what we need to do, and I'm throwing this one at Local Geek because he's the connection. Your friend Big Bada Boom has been on the show a couple of times, like in brief, like cameo appearances. Maybe we make that his stipulation. He could be on the show, like for a full episode, but he's got to try the Chiclawgo Handshake.
But he also enjoys Malort, so
he does. But that would actually give us a better feel of which way is worse.
Well, can you think of anything worse than grapefruit to chase something that like Malort?
I mean, I could think of things that are
besides another shot,
far worse to chase Malort with.
Oh man,
that's not hard to come up with those sorts of things.
Because he likes Malort, we have tried to come up with various cocktails we could make him using Malort that are just absolutely awful. One of them is we called the Malorty Torty. It's basically a hot toddy, but with Malort.
Well, we'll have to see. But yes, I do have a shot of Malort up in my garage still. And because we were, you weren't in on this, Kyle, but you'll appreciate it. So a couple episodes, many episodes ago now, Derek surprised us all with a mystery shot, which ended up being Malort. About that same time, we learned that Big D was going to be coming back through the States on his way from Korea to Germany. So I was given a shot of Malort to give to him as a mystery shot on his trip through so that we could get content. Jerk skipped us, flew into Minneapolis instead of the usual. So I now am stuck, though, with like a double shot of Malort in my garage. So that
I poured that one
locked up for safekeeping.
Wait until I have the right person to use it on. Or as I said, Chiclawgo Hammer. Guessing the Avs scored again. Must be a good night for the Avs.
What's the score there, Mark?
So far, since we're talking to Avs, I also got a Young Guns rookie card here of one Sam Malinsky, former Bismarck Bobcats hockey player, and joined the Avs late last year. Mid last year, because a year ago today, he scored his first goal as an Av. And he's on the ice again tonight, and hopefully scoring some more. So there's a nice card. And for procuring this one, big shout out to huge Avs fan Mike for working on that and getting things going and getting an extra one of these and getting it my way.
Very nice.
All right. Yeah. You still didn't tell us what the score of the game was, though.
2-0.
2.
2. Nothing good, guys.
Yeah. Hey, since we're talking sports, I got a good news story for you, Kidder. Okay. Because there's nothing you like more than talking about football. But the NFL is being sued. And this has to do with actually a single play in a Steelers game that happened. I believe it was last week. One of the Steelers receivers, Pickens, jumped up, caught the ball. He got the same foot down twice inbounds, but he did not get both his right and his left foot down, and so it was ruled incomplete.
Just says 2 feet, right?
Yeah. So it was ruled incomplete. It would have been a touchdown catch. It was surprisingly controversial because people are like, well, he got 2 feet down. And, it's like, well, no, it's both feet down. That's the difference. So there is a lawsuit against the NFL for this ruling.
Hey, everyone. Future Howard interrupting because when I told this story of this lawsuit to the other guys, I left out a little detail, and it's kind of important to understand why this lawsuit is so crazy. He's suing, the lawyer who is suing the NFL. It's because the rule states you have to have both feet touch the ground for it to count as a pass. The thing I left out is he's suing that is discriminatory against people who maybe don't have both feet. So that's the key part that I missed. I'll try to reiterate this in a later episode so that the guys, we get their reaction, but at least now you know kind of why I thought this was all interesting. Anyway, back to past Howard telling this story.
The interesting thing is the injured party who's bringing it forward is a lawyer who is not suing anybody or suing the NFL on behalf of anybody. He's suing for 10 grand because that's what he lost on his bet that Pickens would score a touchdown on that play.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. So I thought that was a ridiculous story and worth sharing because only in a sport like football could you have like the refs didn't go my way and followed the rules.
Cry more, please.
And I lost 10 grand, so I'm going to sue the NFL.
You could pick out a play in almost any game and take a controversial call, and no court's going to ever hear it.
No.
This court will hear it.
Yeah, the kangaroo court.
That's what we need to do, Kidder. Our next big adventure. We go
Buy a
into
kangaroo.
we go into the reality courtroom business. We call it kangaroo court.
Your penance is 2 Chiclawgo handshakes.
No, please, no.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Tarred, feathered, and 2 Chiclawgo handshakes.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I think that would make actually interesting TV compared to some of those courtroom dramas you see out there. And I don't even mean they're dramas, but they're like reality courtroom shows that are out there.
Oh,
there he is, calling in from the dark, breaking down the tavern door. It is none other than JS Gunslinger joining the Triple B. JS, how's it going tonight?
Wonderful. I'm just on my way back home, so trying to put the water heater in, realized I didn't have the right fittings and things weren't lining up, so too late to make it to Menards, so I guess we're going to make the run tomorrow.
The
show almost went sideways. He would have blown a seal had he not had the right fitting.
Hey, get Kidder, family show. We can't talk about blowing seals on the show.
Sorry.
You're welcome.
Get a little loosey-goosey with my jokes. Apologize.
At least they'll save big money tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
14% alcohol's getting to mark.
That's right, but the cheap bastards quit doing the 11% until February.
Serious?
Of course.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So, oh yeah. I don't even get my few dollars back from them. Although, I'm terrible about mailing them damn things in, so. Yeah.
Yeah. My wife just keeps an envelope in our kitchen, and so every time I go to Menards, I just have to bring the receipt and throw them in, and then she eventually chooses a day, and she'll sit down, fill it out, and send it in. So
I don't think I could get organized like that because I've missed out on probably several $1,000s in rebates that I never filled out.
That's what they hope for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Instead of just putting it on sale, they hope that you won't do it.
Minus the cost of actually putting a stamp on it, too.
Yeah, randomly I send them an envelope with like 50 of them in there. And We just see which ones they give me credit for.
see what you can get.
Those fine folks up in Eau Claire are working hard giving rebates.
I can't say I would want that job.
I mean, I can't imagine that it's too difficult.
Yeah.
So they only have a job because they refuse to evolve on technology. Imagine just scanning your receipt and getting your change back within a month.
See, that I would probably like if in the app you could just scan your rebate receipt and it would automatically start a thing and send it back to you.
That'd be pretty simple.
That would be amazing. I would actually do it.
You'd have it done before you got to your car in the parking lot, right?
Or be that guy to do it, and I don't know. I can't hear what you're saying. I'm deaf.
I think Charlie Brown's teacher came on there for a minute.
I was about to make that same joke, local geek. Hey, JS. Since you're already having bad news with the whole Menards thing, do you want just a little bit more bad news?
Sure, why not?
Gentlemen, I bring you the sad and unfortunate news that the Leinenkugel's Brewery in Chippewa Falls is closing. Their parent company, Coors, decided to close the brewery. So
no more summer shandies.
They'll still make the beers in the Coors
from there.
breweries.
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
But the family, however many years they've owned it, brewery is getting closed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
That's what happens when you sell it out to big corporations.
Lasted longer than Dot's pretzels.
Yep, pretty much. They don't taste nearly as good. There's all kinds of crap in them now.
yeah. But the person who the originator of Dot's Pretzels, she walked out with a pretty nice paycheck,
I'm not saying she was wrong for that. Because, I mean, the difference is she took the payout and just walked away. The Leinenkugels, they were still trying to operate the brewery that was then owned by a large corporation who is then telling them what to do with their business that they started. Yeah, that's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I would expect that the quality of Leinenkugels might go down kind of from here on out. So we'll see. We will see with that one. But JS, since I hit you with this bad news, do you want a little bit more bad news?
Give it to me, Howie.
Gentlemen, I also have the get to bring the sad news that up in one of our favorite places, El Forco Grande, the news came out that Red Pepper East, or also known as the original location of the Red Pepper, has also closed. They shut down their doors.
That's the East Grand location.
Oh, it's the East Grand one?
Not the downtown location.
Yeah,
but
no one went to the East Grand location. That one was terrible.
I never went to that one. I didn't even know there was an East Grand one. So
that's what I'm saying.
So, same people, it was a spin-off, and it was terrible. So, F those guys. The original one lives on.
All right, as long as the original lives. That
JS has spoken.
Never mind. I retract the fact that this was bad news.
Addition by subtraction.
Yes. So carry on. I apologize. I've been drinking.
Well, speaking of drinking, are you ready to go for the anise one?
I mean, I have been out for a while, so.
Want me to kick off round 2?
Sure, Kyle. Why don't you bring us around into everybody's second favorite segment of the show, and that is What's on Tap, round 2.
Well,
drink
from Chicago's Revolution Brewing. I have brewing. I have the Fist Miss Red Ale with ginger and orange peel.
I thought this was
Happy-
a family show.
Yeah.
Oh, the
So-
best. Oh no, it is Fistmas.
Yeah, it's
Jesus.
Fistmas. It's got my good old Saint Nick wearing the beer barrel there, raising a stein of Fistmas. So very festive for this time of year.
Yeah,
And let's see. Full festive flavors for jolly joyful jingles. 6.5% ABV. So I saw the ginger and orange peel, also with it being a Chicago drink and a red ale. I figured say happy holidays. So the smell when I first cracked the can open earlier, it kind of hit me because the orange and ginger, it's kind of like taking a whiff of smelling salts almost. It just kind of perks you up a little bit. So, but yeah, I'd say for the red ale is the best or the most aftertaste on it, but the ginger and orange is definitely there on initial taste and on a fresh sip. So I enjoy it. I'd call that a 3.8.
Nice.
So yeah, very, very festive artwork on the can.
Mm-hmm.
So looks like one of Santa's favorites.
Yeah. All right, local geek. You want to tell us what's in the bottle?
Yeah, so that is it's the same mead, but I threw in some stars of anise into it for I want to say about a week, just to kind of let them steep, pull that flavor out of them, so that it should have a little bit of a licorice flavor to it. I can definitely smell it.
And what is that that you say that it is? That's licoricey.
The anise.
Anise. And what is that?
It's an herb type thing. I think it's an herb.
It's a spice that gives flavor to licorice.
Yeah, it's a spice. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. There is just like a hint of that licoricey flavor on it, so it's not overpowering. So if you don't like licorice,
Sure.
hopefully it'll not be too bad.
So 1 week out of the whole 6 month aging process. But what at what point in the 6 months do you put the anise in?
I put it in right after it was done fermenting when I put the honey to back sweeten it in. So, and I put it in like a little cheesecloth bag so I could just pull them whenever it was ready, or whenever I felt it was ready.
Herbs of paradise.
I took a little sip of it when Kidder dropped it off, and it wasn't bad. I'll indulge in some more here. I'm just pulling up to the house, so now I can actually drink.
Cool.
This is how we know JS is not like a YouTube content creator, because we didn't wait and save his reaction for the show. He just had to take a sip before we got to it.
He was excited for that mead.
Yes, well, cheers, gents, and as we say at this
Cheers.
time of the year, Anis Navidad.
How you get the puns?
And Jess, I'm glad you were able to pick up from Kidder or get it dropped off, because figured we could open Christmas presents on this show too, since we're right around the Christmas season for when it'll come out.
All right, I had planned on stopping by one of the local establishments here yesterday on my way home, and then realized I forgot my wallet. So
Oh no.
that did not work. So otherwise, I would have exchanged things with Kidder tonight. However, I had to scrape by with the pocket lint that I had to get the groceries for dinner last night. So battle van.
The battle van.
Yeah. There's the anise definitely adds a different flavor profile to this.
I like this one better myself. I haven't actually tried this one since it aged out, so until now.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
What do you think,
I think I
Kidder?
like this one better.
I am not a black licorice fan, and so it's killing it a little bit for me. But
Fair.
It looks tan.
the
to me.
alcohol is helping.
Looks golden.
Yeah, it's almost the same color as Malort, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, so to be fair, when I saw the one bottle was labeled mead, the other one wasn't labeled anything, I was more trying it just to make sure it wasn't Malort.
Again, why not on camera?
I didn't even have enough time to grab my phone to record him doing it.
Oh. Hey, I figured out what happened to my camera, why it's so terrible. My screen protector has slid down and is halfway over my camera.
That's why
Always
you're
use
I don't know how
protection,
that-
folks.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but yeah, it has slid down, and oh! I thought maybe I was moving it, but yeah, I don't know how that even happened, but it did. That's why my video is so terrible.
I mean, you got it halfway there.
Yeah.
easy, Bon Jovi.
Kidder, picking up the reference. Well, I think, gents, what we have learned here is that because JS has creating content, not capturing it, that maybe he should have the drink that we discussed earlier in the show.
Punishment fits the crime.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
That is not bad. The first sip I had kind of threw me off. That is really good. I just took a really little sip of it, and I got kind of a, I don't know, almost like a vodka paint thinner taste. The very first sip I took, but this one's good. All right.
I needed a palate cleanser, so I'm having a shot of tropical punch.
We'll
Oh, I thought you put the meat in that bottle.
Howard, you had too much to drink. That's not how the line goes.
Weak as water. Yeah, that's okay. Kidder already nailed the line earlier in the episode.
If you know, you know.
No, we're not playing that tonight.
But
Meat is strong.
It's like 14%.
Yeah.
That one is. The maple one that I've got aging right now is like, I think it came out at like 8%.
So, I'll bring some flashbacks to you there, Howie. My wife brought this home the other night.
Oh no.
Ew.
The juice.
Juice.
ugh.
It is, as you can see, maybe, it is 14%.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'll pass on that.
Pineapple cake thinner.
Ooh.
But if you mix it with lemonade, it's really good. You mix it like 3/4 lemonade to 1/4 of this, and then it actually tastes decent.
That sounds about right.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
Imagine all the bees that they had to use to make that.
Did they milk each one of them?
Oh, that was terrible.
That's why you end up with a stinging headache in the morning.
Hey, yo.
Sugar. And then
Sweet Joe, Cowie.
Giant shot of
This
vodka.
really sticks with you.
Yeah.
Now we're just combing through all sorts of jokes. It could have
Not for
been.
you.
Problem is, we all kind of have the same like hive mind, so we all keep coming up with the same jokes.
Just flying right off the tongue.
Because I gotta wait until Derek lets us open them.
Too much buzz around what he's got. Oh, it's a dinosaur.
Uh-huh. I have a dinosaur that saw the present and was demanding that I open it.
Crack it open.
I mean, you guys can open them now if y'all got them.
I'm going to go get round 3. I'll be right back.
Okay, we're gonna have to do the thing then. So, is it time?
I'll watch you open.
I guess it's time. Okay, Scoot.
Okay.
I want to shoot inside of it.
You want to shoot inside of it?
Yeah.
I also like how mine kind of looks like it says Marie.
Yeah, that's my handwriting there. Well, if it was a bomb, it would have detonated by now. Make sure you look that box over good, Howard.
Yeah. This box apparently came from my house. What the hell, man? You stealing my mail?
We all could have. To JS's comment, we all could have hoped.
It's not.
In classic Howard fashion.
What's inside?
Oh, it's wrapped in tape.
Okay, gentlemen.
What?
I'm using a knife.
Oh,
Be prepared.
not a knife.
Me too. Although I probably won't end up in the hospital.
You call that a knife?
You don't.
You weren't here last time when I maybe nearly cut a finger off. Anyway, it's fine,
No running with scissors.
Yeah.
London style.
I didn't even know we even had that sword. That was a sword to me. That was a sword.
Anything's in here?
Orion's having fun with the paper over here, so thanks for that too.
Nice. Presents for the kiddies, of course.
I want to know what it is, though. See, can I see what's in them? I can.
It feels like a shot glass.
Feels like the first time.
I already got mine out of the paper. I'm holding
I
mine.
know, I was waiting.
Look at that.
There she blows.
Nothing was in here.
Nothing was in there.
Need a palate cleanser. About a shot of whiskey.
Nice.
There she is.
Yeah.
Okay, dinosaur. Daddy's gonna finish his show. Go on now. Go get ready for bed.
Let's go.
Okay, then go help Mama.
Now that we got stuff with that saying on, I think I finally got that saying over. Although
I did make myself one too. So
that's good.
what you gonna make? Etsy.
I do have to say, I was going to make a joke about needing a palate cleanser actually after the mead before my next drink, but I didn't have a shot glass down here. So there might be a round of if you know, you know. But I'm letting Kyle pick if we can throw that round because you guys, because you guys know. So if we're doing it, Kyle's picking.
What's that? What am I picking? Picking a winner.
We'll talk about that later because I'll save that for the next show.
I see. I think we should all get a mystery bottle for Howie.
No.
And then play If You Know, You Know. But only we know, and Howie's got to be the one to figure it out.
No. I do not have that sort of refined palate, nor have I drank enough stuff that I'd be able to do that.
We would have to put a few rules, like only one bottle of Malort.
You're definitely drinking what we talked about at the beginning of the show.
So what you're saying, Howard, is you don't trust us to pick out shots for you.
Listen. I would trust you, local geek. I would trust Kidder. JS, I know, would hit me with something terrible for the reaction, so I don't trust him. I don't know.
I would give you something that would taste amazing.
Yeah, you say that, but
probably like bananas.
I got plenty of that. It's already made an appearance on this show.
Or maybe cinnamon.
Yeah. So anyway, and the Avs scored again.
Whoop whoop! 3-0. 3-0.
Good night for the Avs. Good night for the Avs.
Yeah. Better than Thursday night.
Yeah, let's not talk about Thursday night.
For
Oh
a
my
second, I
God.
thought you were waiting or watching.
No, I was not. I was watching the pitiful Thursday night football game. It was bad.
Can you guys?
When
you
you
guys
throw
make
us a
up-
urine sample there, JS.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was pouring this. This is the juice. Like, can you see the color of this? That is what that is what the juice looks like.
He just keeps drinking it.
Yeah.
There's only a little bit left in the can.
I see that.
You gotta finish it before it goes bad.
Mom said I can get some down to the deal.
Okay. You don't need to dig in the cake with your fingers.
Cake.
This has been Life Lessons with JS.
Yeah. Don't
Back
dig
next
in the
week.
cake with your fingers.
I look over and she's got her all 4 fingers right in the cake.
That's how you get a slice. You stab it in and you pull. Seems efficient. She's just keeping you from making dishes, JS.
Yes.
Kids these days.
Yeah, we love them most days.
Yeah. And on that painful and shocking truth, Kidder, we've been talking for quite a while. It's time we wrap this episode up
With a shot of whiskey.
That- No, cheap plugs. I don't have
show.
whiskey.
What? I'm trying to help you, remember?
Well,
All right.
Oh,
BeerBluesBS.com is our website. Again, BeerBluesBS.com. Head on over there. Visit us. Help us. We would love for you to join us at BeerBluesBS.com. You can also subscribe. Help us keep this show on the tracks and funded at BeerBluesBS.com. And then click on merch. You can buy some awesome merch like pint glasses. Perhaps one of these, I'll have a water with some hops and grain, or perhaps just a Howard's Cave of Wonder glass. Maybe the Triple B branded pint glass right there. Got the logo right on there. Bam! You could be sipping some cool drinks. What about it's been a week? At the end of the week, or even on a Monday night, you've already had enough of it. That's your drink carrier of choice. Get that.
please help us. We don't want to drink juice anymore.
No juice. No juice. Yeah. So we would love for you to join us on our website there, beerbluesbs.com. Buy some stuff. And of course, you can also go to streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. And that's where you can donate to the show. And your name will forever be in the streaming category whenever we do live shows. Other than that, we're on Facebook and Instagram at beerbluesbs. Search us, like us, and share us, and join the comments. Please, we'd love for you to be part of the peanut gallery and have all of your comments put in there. Help us help you. JS almost... I don't know if you guys saw that, but he finished that shot, and I think it almost finished him. It was a little something there. Let's see. Aside from Facebook and Instagram, please like, share, subscribe. We're on YouTube. You watch a video version. So if you're listening to this, thank you for that. And like us on the video pages as well and our social media pages. We're also on all the audio platforms between Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn, IMDb, Player FM, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Podcasts. There's probably some more out there that are bootlegging our free podcast as well. So if you're on any of the audio services, even Pandora, search for Beer, Blues, and BS and smash that sub button, please. And returning, the KRDN Eyewitness Weather Now stream on Twitch. Because YouTube's pissing me off. So, twitch.tv/KRDN Weather Now. You can join that. Buy some stuff. Help us. Donate, please. Buy us around. We're thirsty. That's pretty much it. Time for final thoughts. The last guy who was here is looking in the fridge with a giant note. That is a large ass shopping list that you have, JS.
The naughty list.
Oh, and then he muted himself. And he muted himself.
Unmute.
All the projects that I was supposed to get done that I did not.
I'm just laughing because I know all the projects that he does. Man's busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Final thoughts then, JS.
Oh, I had a really good one, but I forgot what it is.
You used it up earlier.
Don't try to figure it. Nothing happens.
I think that juice zapped it out of me. I'll have to come back to it. Maybe I'll remember what it is.
Okay. We'll figure out a little bit. Next down the line, Rudeboy Kyle.
Yeah, it's awesome to be back, and I know it's been too darn long since I made a show, but hopefully not missing so many weeks in the near future, and be back on the regular rotation. And it's always good to share a drink with you gents, and we'll do it again soon.
Love it. Local geek. He's thinking.
My final thought is, don't stick your hand above a steam vent while you're brewing beer. It hurts.
So that's a good one. That's a good one.
Very astute, yes. Please don't. Howard.
I had two that I wanted to use, and I trying to decide which one. But I guess I'll go with this one. If you're one of those places out there that has an app, for like ordering food at your place, do better. Do better. We had a whole mishap with dinner at our house because of one of those. I ended up at a Taco John's for like 45 minutes due to a whole snafu over it. So do better. There we go. There's a final thought for you.
I'm the man, the myth, legend, more Kidder, and it's time to get on out of here. Thanks for joining us for this and every episode of Beer Blues BS. Keep your glass least half full. There's free beer tomorrow, and we will catch you on down that don't even know if I want to say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
That rifled Tuscan Highway. Have a great one. We'll see you on the next episode of Beer Blues and BS.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
Hello, Howard. Hello, Kidder. Greetings from Germany and Merry Christmas. It's when I'm recording this. A little bit of what's on tap in absentia. This was a lovely Christmas gift. And now we're about to what's on tap this. A little bit of eggnog. So let's see here. There we go.
Did I hear something about Yahtzee?
Yeah, your turn.
It is?
It's Christmas. Alright. So.
I enjoyed Justin classes. You get 3 votes, right?
Let's get a little stir, a little mix.
Oh yeah, I could just take. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's what I got.
Festive. Delicious. 5 out of 5. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Keep your glass half full.
This is the second appearance of a, Lederhosen shirt on this show. You're never going to see me wear it, though. Sorry.
He's not sorry.
Kidder, listen, I appreciate the fact that you think that I could fit in like an XL, but I'm like a 3XL. There is no way in hell I'm fitting in that shirt. I haven't been an XL since college. So, I appreciate the thought, but it's not going to happen. Kidder, you know if anyone else is joining, or is it just the 4 of us?
I mean, there's always the potential, right?
Oh, right.
There's a chance.
I was just curious, didn't want to rush us into the show with you're like, yeah, JS is going to be on in 10 minutes, So.
Speaking of that, are we going to do the mead tonight, even if he's not on?
That is a valid question. I brought mine down here. So.
I'm good for it. I just needed to know if I should grab that or a beer. So,
all of the above.
It's not like you have to walk that far, local geek.
It's right all the way over there.
All the way.
Yeah.
Wheel your happy ass across the room.
I had to walk uphill and the one way, and I had to walk uphill the other way.
It's
uphill both ways.
Yeah. I just have to ask him before we drink this. If he took my idea of playing Malort Roulette.
Does the mead look just like the Malort?
I mean, it's
Not too far off.
not too far off. I made the suggestion to him that he should take and pour four bottles, 3 with mead, 1 with Malort. And then when he passes it out, some poor sucker gets the Malort.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah.